So how have you been, Emily?
Well, it's been kind of a rough few weeks for me with all the stress that my family's been under and being in school and living at home with that too. So I'm around that stress constantly, and then working part-time to pay for school and pay off my student loans, and it's just everything seems to just be crazy and like not fun to place, and nothing seems to be looking up, and it's just constantly a downward spiral, and I'm wondering if it's even worth me, still being here, if I should just consider just not even being here anymore.
So what do you mean by not being here anymore?
Well, I'm just wondering if it would just be easier if I just kind of I guess just went away and disappeared, from my family, and if that would cause less stress, and if that would relieve the stress, and one less person to worry about.
And how do you picture yourself going?
I think I would like to go peacefully. I like considering, taking sleeping pills and just falling asleep, and just having it that way, and it'd be just easier and more peaceful and no harm done to me physically, but just kind of going slowly. But
yeah, do you have sleeping pills?
I don't have them because I don't have them.
And have you thought of a way to get them, or is it just kind of been a thought in the back?
It's just been kind of something in the back of my head that's kind of just sat there, maybe it would just be easier maybe it would just be less on my family. Maybe it would just be easier for everybody if I was just not here.
Yeah, it sounds like you're thinking about potentially harming yourself. Is this a new thought, or have you had these thoughts in the past?
I haven't had these thoughts in the past. No. I think it's more of a new thought because of what's been going on.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the stress is definitely taking a toll on me, and having to work with my mom, work with my dad, worry about my sisters, worry about school, worry about work, and it's just nothing seems to please anybody at work, nothing seems to please anyone at home, and school, my grades aren't doing very well, I'm struggling in that department, so it's just a new thought, maybe it's just almost like a sign, I just don't need to be where I am.
You do have a lot on your plate,
mm-hmm.
But, as you're talking about these signs or these thoughts of suicide, I just think that, I want to help you through that. And is there anyone else that you've told about this, or anyone else you could tell about these thoughts?
I have kind of a mentor that's been kind of walking through this with me, who went through similar things that I went through, and so she's been kind of helping me through this. I haven't mentioned it to her yet, because this is fairly new.
Mm-hmm.
But I met her through my church, so it's I have that positive, person in my life.
Well, that's good. And what about your sisters or your parents? Would you?
I don't know if I would feel comfortable talking to my parents necessarily, because I don't want to be an added stress to what they already have going on. Because I feel like that would make matters worse, and I don't want to make matters worse.
Mm-hmm.
My sisters, I could could definitely talk to my sisters. I've got support from them. So there's them too, yeah.
And you mentioned your mentor that goes to your church.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like going to this church? Do you like?
I do.
This
I do. I really do like going to church, and I get something out of it almost every time I go. But it's still something where I just wonder if it's even. I don't know. It's not the church. Nothing's wrong with the church. It's just I just wonder if it would just be easier for me just to go, so everything would just kind of slow down and not have to worry about anything.
Mm-hmm. Well, just because you are sharing these thoughts with me, I just want to be 100% honest with you that I'm going to have to talk to my supervisor about this, just because we have to do that, and he has more knowledge in that, in this type of situation than I do. So, are you comfortable with me talking to my supervisor about this? And would you ever maybe want to come in, in the next couple of weeks and meet with him as well?
Sure.
Would you feel comfortable doing that? Okay, good. And then I would like to enter into a no-harm contract, which says, you will not try to harm yourself or try to commit suicide, if you feel comfortable entering into that contract with me. Mm-hmm. And then I think, on this contract we'll just write out names of people that you could talk to, you could immediately call whenever you're feeling those thoughts are coming back. So you think we would put your friend on there, that's your mentor
for
from
sure,
church, and what was her name?
Heather.
Okay, great, and then I'll get her phone number on here. And then, is there anyone else, like any one particular person?
I mean, my friends, you know, I would feel, there's one of my very best friends I've known for the rest of my life. I would feel, you know, she's been kind of a positive influence in my life, and she would definitely be someone I would be willing to talk to.
Okay, and what was her name?
Hannah.
Okay, great. And then, her phone number as well, we'll get that there.
Okay.
And then, you know, as we're wrapping up session today, when would be okay if we maybe scheduled a phone call for tomorrow, just to kind of, you know, make sure you're feeling okay?
Yeah, I would actually really love that.
Okay, does 3 p.m. work? That seems like a good time for you.
I actually got a class right at 3 p.m., so maybe like 3:30.
Okay, 3:30, great. I will call you, and then, I think, you know, I want to help you through this, and I'm glad that we went into this agreement, and